The concept of definite integral can also be used in the consumer market and producer market, apart from finding the total function from the marginal function. In this video, we will try to find the consumer surplus by using the definite integral. Imagine yourself walking in a desert. You are in the middle of the desert and you have finished all the water you had. You are very tired and immediately need some water. You keep walking with the hope that someone comes to you with a bottle full of water to quench your thirst. At this moment, you may think that even if someone charges 100 rupees for a liter of water, you will be ready to pay that amount. This price that you think you would pay is called your willingness to pay. Finally, you see some hope. There is a small settlement and you manage to get a bottle of water for rupees 20. This is the market price. You purchase 5 bottles of water. So, the market price per bottle is much less than the price you were willing to pay. There is a difference of 80 rupees per bottle, and this is called the consumer's surplus. Therefore, your surplus is equal to willingness to pay minus amount you actually pay. For 5 bottles, you paid a total expenditure of rupees 100, which otherwise you were willing to pay rupees 500. Therefore, your total surplus is equal to rupees 400. Let us understand this situation using a numerical example. Suppose a consumer is faced with this demand function for a good, and the market price of the good is rupees 20. This is the graph of the function, and AB is the demand curve. Consider the first unit. Extending up to meet the demand curve, you see that the consumer is willing to pay rupees 24.5. You can get this value by putting Q is equal to 1 in the demand equation and get the value for P. But you actually paid rupees 20. So, this section is the extra amount you were willing to pay for 1 unit. Can you measure your total expenditure graphically? Total expenditure is given by the price of a good per unit multiplied by the units demanded. When the market price is rupees 20, quantity demanded is 10. Therefore, the total expenditure is rupees 200. Now look at the graph. The quantity you demanded is 10, which is the line CD, and the market price is rupees 20, which is the line DE. If you multiply them, you get the area of the rectangle OEDC, which is the graphical representation of your expenditure. Now, your willingness to pay for each unit up to 10 units is shown graphically by the region OADC. Area of OADC is the sum of the rectangle and the small triangle. OADC is the willingness to pay and OEDC is the expenditure. Consumer surplus is equal to willingness to pay minus amount you actually pay. Therefore, consumer surplus in our example will be equal to area of OADC minus area of OEDC. or triangle EAD is the consumer's surplus. This consumer's surplus may be calculated by using the concept of definite integral. The area under the demand curve from point 0 to 10 is the willingness to pay. The numerical value for this area can be found by the definite integral from 0 to 10. Note here that we have to use the inverse demand function. Do you know the reason? Think it over. Let us now proceed to find the area under the curve from point 0 to 10. In order to find the consumer's surplus, we use this formula. Therefore, we get this equation. 200 is the expenditure of the consumer for 10 units at 20 per unit. Using the basic rules for integration, we get consumer's surplus equal to 25. Can you find the consumer's surplus between quantity demanded 0 and 30? Try it.